Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home from Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal. Christ presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you, then, to mourn for him? O judgment! Thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it comes back to me.
Methinks there is much reason in his sayings. If thou considered rightly of the matter, Caesar has had great wrong. Has he, masters? I fear there will a worse come in his place. Mark ye his words. He would not take the crown. Therefore 'tis certain he was not ambitious. If it be found so, some will dear abide it. Poor soul! His eyes are red as fire with weeping. Everyone, there is not a nobler man in Rome than Antony. Now mark him, he begins again to speak.
Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not. That made them do it. They were wise and honorable, and will, no doubt, with reasons, answer to you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator, as Brutus is, but, as you know me all, a plain, blunt man, that love my friend, and that they know full well, that gave me public leave to speak of him. For I have neither wit, nor words, nor worth, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech. To stir men's blood, I only speak right on. I tell you that, which you yourselves do know. Show you sweet Caesar's wounds, poor, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak for me. But were I Brutus, and Brutus Antony, there were an Antony would ruffle up your spirits, and put a tongue in every single wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome, to rise and mutiny.
We'll mutiny! We'll burn the house of Brutus! These many then shall die. Their names are pricked.
Your brother, too, must die. Consent you, Lepidus?
I do consent.
Prick him down, Antony.
Upon condition, Publius, shall not live. Who is your sister's son, Mark Antony? He shall not live. Look, with the spot I damn him. But Lepidus, go you to Caesar's house, fetch the will hither, and we shall determine how to cut off some charge in legacies.
What, shall I find you here?
Or here, or at the Capitol. This is a slight, unmeritable man, meant to be sent on errands. Is it fit? The threefolded world divided. He should stand one of the three to share it?
So you thought him, and took his voice who should be pricked to die, in our black sentence and proscription.
Octavius, I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honors on this man, to ease ourselves of slanderous loads, he shall but bear them as the ass bears gold, to groan and sweat under this business, either led or driven, as we point the way. And having brought our treasure where we will, then take we down his load, and turn him off, like to the empty ass to shake his ears, and graze in common.
You may do your will, but he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius, and for that I do appoint him, my store of provender. It's a creature that I teach to fight, to whine, to stop, to run directly, his corporal motion governed by my spirit. He must be taught and trained and bid go forth, a barren-spirited fellow, one that feeds on objects, orts, and imitations, which out of use and staled by other men, begin his fashion. Do not talk of him, but as property. And now, Octavius, listen, great thing. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Therefore, let our alliance be combined. Our best friends made, our means stretched. Let us presently go sit in council, how covert matters may be best disclosed, and open pearls the rest allow.
Let us do so, for we're at the stake, and bade about with many enemies, and some that smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischiefs.